Okay, hello everybody, my name is Leslie Williams. As a result of me showing you this video picture of this cell phone, which has fallen out of its service contract, this cell phone has the correct date, okay, but it has the wrong time. It's not showing daylight savings time, so it's about an hour and 4 minutes ahead of the actual time. I'm also going to go to a feature. Just stay with this video, please. Just one more second, because I have a tape recorder running and I want the tape recorder to also have a fail-safe pertaining to the date and time. So I'm going to use the voice command, which enables the phone to state the date electronically.
Say a command. July 9th, Thursday, 9:04 a.m. Say a command.
Okay, good morning everybody, and I apologize for that it took a little while for this video to get started for you. I show a video picture of my cell phone which shows the date and the time as a fail-safe pertaining to the strategies that I implement concerning being an organized stalking, gang stalking, targeted individual, pertaining to this strategy being used to box these perpetrators in to prove this crime is factually happening to me. Now, just bear with me for a second, because as I continue to talk, you'll completely understand the subject matter of this video. Every single day, along all of my routes and where I live at, I am subject to individuals being propped up along my paths and where I live at, and these people that are being used for the organized stalking, harassment of me, are told what to do by the perpetrators who are using them. Now, one of the ways that they intentionally, mentally let me know that I'm being subject to organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking, is to have individuals be propped up around me, and they'll use anybody. They will use anybody. Okay, neighbors, kids, teenagers, disabled people, elderly people, business employees, business management, security of business plazas, library staff, library patrons, university staff, students. They will literally use anybody and everybody, because the individuals and or group that are perpetrating these criminal realities that work in the system have the employment descriptions to have their networked. Okay, to community groups, church groups, activist groups. In other words, they have the ability to be able to connect with basically any employment description and or business, university, public library, whatever. So the only thing I can do, if you've never heard of organized stalking and or gang stalking, the best thing that you can do is to go to Google and type in, I'm going to say, whether I say organized stalking or gang stalking, the best thing to do is to take each description and cross-reference it to both descriptions. Gang stalking, like gang stalking landlords and property owners, gang stalking and businesses. Now, those two descriptions can be also cross-referenced to organized stalking. One of the ways that they let me know intentionally, mentally, that I'm being gang stalked, and to remind me concerning it, it's basically like pouring salt in a wound, is to prop people up along my route and have them repeat the literal name of the crime that's happening to me in specific ways. They'll get one person to say gang stalk or gang stalking or gang stalker or stalking, and another one will say, oh my God, before, during, or after it's being said. Hold on. Now, hang on a second. Excuse me, please. Now, this might sound like, well, all you got to do is ignore it. But think about this. If they're propping up individuals who look threatening, punkish, biker-type looking people who not only look like they possibly could be threatening, okay, but also act out certain physical theatrics to make you feel that something could happen between you and them as a result of them intentionally, mentally engaging in these, what are known as sensitization methods, repeating words, phrases, physical gestures, even sounds. They will even sensitize you to colors. Now, and then just propping up these different types of people along your route every day to repeat them. Now, since all of them are doing the same thing, you feel like you're being ganged upon, and the only way this could be achieved is through the stalking. But it's not really stalking. What it is, well, it is, but what is going on here is it's actually a targeted individual is subjected to this organized harassment through, but not limited to, the illegal GPS tracking of their phone. Hold on. Now, I can't get rid of my phone because I use my phone to keep me safe by making predictions on Twitter, sending emails. I have an ACLU app that is used for when you have any physical interactions with the police or you're witnessing an event that is transpiring between a third party and police. The point I'm trying to make is this. Is that in organized stalking, gang stalking, they intentionally mentally let you know that you're being gang stalked by sensitizing you to these aforementioned descriptions and then using different people every day to get along the target's route achieved through the tracking to repeat these things. Now, I have over 1,000 audio files to prove it, but if I get arrested, they could steal them and then they can say, where's your evidence? Well, it was stolen. Now you think the police are involved in it. Go to Google and type in police and gang stalking. Just do it. So this crime has been covered on national radio shows, which I've even been on. Okay, so, and local news broadcasts and national TV shows. So go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library, are they networking gang stalking? That's my current blog. It is hacked by the perpetrators. They've copied and pasted information in there that I would not put in there. I've taken it out. They keep repasting it. So the last time I noticed it, I just left it there because I honestly didn't have time to filter through the entire blog and erase everything they did. But the point, and they're even sending me text messages, threatening to have me arrested for illegal lodging, threatening my Social Security, threatening violence. Absolutely. Now, the San Diego Police Department, on over anywhere between 26 and 35 different occasions, at least 2 police officers per occasion, have denied my civil rights to file a police report concerning me being a victim of this crime. Also, since I know through at least educated knowledge from other targeted individuals' YouTube videos and blogs, that what they're doing is when a target complains about this crime, they'll act like they don't know what it is, bait you to talk about it, so they can then say, well, what you're describing sounds like a mental illness. We better put you in county mental health or a neighborhood area hospital psychiatric floor. This is done for insurance fraud and for the eventual exploitation concerning why the target individual is originally targeted to begin with, the criminal motivation, which includes but not limited to human trafficking, illegal syndicated probate control for racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking. You would not believe what I know, and you would not believe who's involved. You just would not believe it. So, fellow American citizens, this is organized crime in a system at every level, federal, state, and county. Federal, state, county, city, and town. And they are using their employment descriptions to achieve their objectives. Now, I'm being gang stalked at Ross Grocery Store off of La Jolla Village Square Drive. I've been trying to avoid going there except for to do my grocery shopping, but there's got to be a way that I can charge my battery cells for my phone so I can have power to do the internet searches that I do, to contact the people on, and every single place that I've contacted for help, I've gotten no replies. And I've contacted at least 50 places for help since 2011. Not one reply. So you can go to Google and type in email interceptions and gang stalking, email rerouting, hacking into your computer and your phone, rerouting emails for help, deleting. They have deleted emails and videos on my video cards that I plug into my computers or public library computers. They've literally erased the videos before my eyes. And if this one doesn't get uploaded, at least I got my verbal statements that are being made, that I'm making right now on my tape recorder. Literally, I was gang stalked all over SDSU campus, USD campus, and UCSD campus. Okay, set up over at those 3 places. I've been brutally assaulted 5 times. All 5 assaults have been predicted. Go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus." Dissect every single thing meticulously and slowly with a mature posture that is in the description of that YouTube video. So what I'm doing right now is predicting in the next 90 days I'm going to be arrested for IL, ticketed for same, forced to move from where I'm staying, and or they're also going to target my bike, including confiscating it, in order to bait me to run to the place, the law enforcement that confiscated it, so they can say, well, what were you doing in the area to begin with? Yeah, see, they won't investigate the gang stalking of me, but they will go after me for illegal lodging. Because in part, this is how they get the syndicated probate control, by trying to claim you're mentally ill because you're claiming you're being stalked by people you don't know, you're homeless, you got a long history of being homeless, you won't get out of the homelessness. If I got an apartment, a room to rent, or a motel room tomorrow, I would eventually lose it after my money has been gone through. And you would not believe the depth and scope of these campaigns. I can look you straight in the eye and tell you. Absolutely. Like, say for instance, if a person's on disability and I've been gang stalked and harassed by my bank tellers, absolutely, okay? You can go to Google and Google that description to organized stalking. They know how much money I get. I've been gang stalked inside of Social Security, social services, police departments, city council chambers. Absolutely. I got it all on video and some on audio. The point being, in specific ones of these just aforementioned descriptions, the point being is this: they know how much, like say if a person gets $900 a month from Social Security, let's just say that's me. I go and I get paid because, you know, on that day it's payday, and then I leave my bank. They know how much money I got on me. They can at least guesstimate that that's how much money I got on me concerning just that one payday, not including anything I might have saved. So then I leave from the bank and go rent a motel room. I'll be gang stalked to that motel room, and they'll gang stalk the crap out of me and harass the crap out of me every single day, every single week, up until the money's almost gone, and then they'll stage an event to have me evicted. Okay, or they'll just wait until I go through the money and then know that I gotta leave, and then gang stalk me to the camping area I go to. Because in organized stalking and gang stalking, that campaign never ends. Ever, until they can achieve their criminal motivation. So the point being, if I got an apartment tomorrow, they would do the same thing and eventually have me evicted. So how can they try and claim that I don't know how to take care of myself, and the chronic homelessness and the history of it strongly suggests that I can't take care of myself if I'm being evicted because of gang stalking? I know how to pay bills. I know how to pay rent on time. I know how to save for a security deposit. I know how to budget my grocery bill. I know how to budget my electrical bills, and so on and so forth. I'm a grown woman. I mean, come on. You know, say if your rent's $300 a month, which it would never be in San Diego. I'm just trying to illustrate a point. Say if you get $900 a month from Social Security, your rent's $300, your food bill's $90, your electric and gas bill combined is $100. So you take those bills, you look at how much money you got. Hold on. So what you do is you take those bills in reference to their amount, you take your income, and you say, okay, this is what the costs are, this is what the assets are, you pay your bills, and boom. So do they honestly believe that I would not be able to do this? I'm over 50. The point being is that go to Google and type in landlords and property owners and gang stalking. How they create homelessness at targets. They create the homelessness and then use it to exploit the target. So, and they're nothing but criminal liars in reference to the individuals they use for the documentation to get the illegal syndicated probate control, and which is the reason why the homelessness is created to begin with. And they will use anybody for staged events. I was called a dumb cunt. I didn't want to say the whole word, but I don't know how to abbreviate that word. And a dumb cunt the other day at Ralph's while gang stalk was being set around me. That's right. Well, you know, let me tell you, if you ever seen this video or any of my other videos, okay, and then you go into Ralph's and you might happen to see me there, and if I'm acting friendly to management, employees, security, or other people, it's a strategy I'm using, because I have to make it appear that my behavior is appropriate and that I'm not doing nothing wrong. But what they'll do is because they know that, well, they're obviously deducing how I'm behaving in there. So if I act friendly, nice, and everything, and then an event unfolds, because also when they stage an event, they'll not only stage the event, but they'll use second and third parties to act as witnesses. That way everybody can point the finger at me, and then when the cops or security will say, well, you've always been nice and happy before, and now you're saying we're involved in gang stalking. Are you crazy? Are you bipolar? Are you mentally ill? No, because tape recorders don't lie, sweet peas. So go to that blog title that I've mentioned to you, research it meticulously and slowly, and do not stop until you reach the YouTube videos and the tweets proving, indisputable audio proof that this is happening around me, because it's been shouted. I mean, on one of them, you'll literally hear two guys say, gang stalk, gang stalking, gang of stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up. Right to my face, as close as this video camera is to my face. And the tape recorder's right below The tape recorder is right here, with the microphone being right here. So do you really honestly think the tape recorder didn't pick it up? I took the audio file and uploaded it to a video file and posted it in the blog, and posted it to YouTube, and then put the YouTube video in that blog. And it's not the only event. There's at least 30, 40, 50 videos in that blog alone that indisputably proves that I'm being gang stalked, along with snapshot screen pictures of text messages they sent me, and letters that they're literally sending me letters in the mail, which I scanned. I copied them, scanned them, and then made them into PDF forms and attached them in the blog. So come on. When you see this evidence, anybody with common sense abilities will be able to instantly deliberate and conclude that I'm being gang stalked. And then you can ask yourself, why won't the San Diego Police, the San Diego Sheriff's Department, USD Police, UCSD Police, and SDSU Police investigate it after I complained about it? Because they're protecting their asses, the government and the institutions and the places that have been involved in it. And the only reason why they're allowing it to continue until the criminal motivation can be achieved, including they can prop up anybody to walk by where I'm staying at. They'll act like they saw me or heard me. They're used as a buffer between me and the police, and boom. Or the police will act like they were just in the area scoping it for normal appearing reasons, and or confiscating my bike. Because these are the literal schemes, literally, I can't say it any plainer, literally the schemes of gang stalking. They may be homeless and are arresting me for illegal lodging, while they will not investigate one iota of the evidence of me being gang stalked. So what does that tell you? That should tell you they're buying time until they can achieve their criminal motivation. So what I do is predict what these little filthy red-ass animal whores are going to do before they do it. And this is why I showed the video picture of my cell phone at the beginning of this video. Because these video predictions, this statement right here, if I'm arrested for illegal lodging, forced to move, if any of my camping property is stolen, if my bike is stolen, or confiscated, or damaged, okay, where I leave it at and or along my routes, if I'm banned from MTS public transportation services, Ross Grocery Store, North University San Diego Public Library, and especially the Law Library, downtown Front Street, in the next 90 days. It doesn't matter what these filthy red-ass animal whores lie and say, well, we stumbled across you, you were heard, you were seen, your property was seen. We decided to investigate the area concerning where I'm camping at. Or you were accused, somebody complained about you, or you're spending too much time at Ross, or you're doing something at the Law Library you're not supposed to be doing, uploading evidence videos and then going over them so I can look up penal codes pertaining to the crimes that are happening in them. They will do anything and everything. So go to Google and type in libraries and gang stalking, security guards and gang stalking, businesses, grocery stores and gang stalking. Understand, if you take the time to investigate each description and cross-reference it to organized stalking and then in separate searches gang stalking, you will literally in your face witness the truth, because it's all over the internet that they're doing this to thousands of people all over the United States. I'm in San Diego, California. Human trafficking is also directly connected to these crimes. YouTube and Google that as well. So, I have contacted several news groups, Santa Cruz Police Department, Sacramento FBI. I have literally tweeted Dan Gilligan, who's a high-profile lawyer here in San Diego. I have tweeted evidence to these peoples and I've never gotten one reply. Why? Are my tweets being intercepted? Are these places being creatively, covertly contacted and told not to assist? Because you would not believe the high levels of government this shit reaches to. Absolutely. And if you don't believe me, just go to Google and type in alphabet agencies and gang stalking. Do it. So, fellow American citizens, what I do is predict what these filthy red-ass animal whores are going to do before they do it. I'm also making these videos to inform you so you can research this crime in order to educate yourself concerning them so you can protect yourself from them. I'm also exposing this crime so you can see the literal mental mentality of our government. And law enforcement absolutely included. Why are park rangers all over the internet to be involved in gang stalking? Why? You can Google them to any city, state, county, or town of any state and see what comes up. Literally. You know, we pay these little filthy red-ass animal whores with our property taxes, our income taxes, our sales taxes, inheritance taxes, you name it, so they can get up, punch in their, when they arrive at work, and while they're on the job, they are literally engaging in gang stalking, which eventually leads the target to the worst kinds of sexual, financial, and you just would not believe the exploitation that happens to a target while they're on the clock, while they in turn defend themselves by calling the target mentally ill, crazy, can't take care of themselves, or that they're a threat to themselves or others, or a combination of same. Yeah. So when you see a firefighter go down the street, or a law enforcement official go down the street, or you see the mayor on the news, no matter what or the district attorney, no matter how they're presenting themselves to be, don't listen to them, because they're nothing but criminals. And trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. All right, so go to that blog. I'm in San Diego, California, in La Jolla County. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I made this video to inform. I don't even drink. I don't do drugs. I don't steal. I don't sleep around. I'm not involved in any types of social deviant behaviors or criminal activity whatsoever. I'm a victim of this crime, a target of it, and you better believe I'm an activist concerning it. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth. It applies for the next 90 days, no matter where I'm at, no matter where I go, and for the whole time duration, and for the entire time duration. And this includes all travel routes going back and forth to no matter where I'm going. Absolutely. Let's see if I'm banned from Rouse in the next 90 days, the Law Library, the North University San Diego Public Library, MTS, transportation services, and my camping areas. I do appreciate you listening. Have a great day, everybody, okay?